Hey friend, Roger Christopherson here again with another first listen review. This is one I've been looking forward to for a few weeks now since I heard it was coming out. It is the new one from, I'm probably going to say this wrong, DiVirgilio, Morse and Jennings. It's titled Sophomore. Not quite as creative as their first album, but anyway, nonetheless, it's a pretty cool little release. In case you guys have no idea who this is Nick DiVirgilio on a whole bunch of instruments, and Neil Morse also on a whole bunch of instruments, and Ross Jennings on a whole bunch of instruments. Jeez, I can't talk. And they all sing on this one, and it's like 3-part harmonies and just like really cool, mostly acoustic type songs, but they explored a little bit different stuff here and there as well. I really enjoyed that first album quite a bit, so I was really looking forward to this one, and did not let me down at all. It's definitely got a little bit of a roller coaster ride of stuff going on in here. They do a little bit different stuff here and there as well. Kicks in with a really cool, upbeat, nice, happy song, and exactly what I would expect from this album. I'm like, all right, cool, we're off and running. And the next couple songs linger at the edge of my memory, and Tiny Little Fires kind of follow that same little thing. Linger at the Edge of My Memory is a little bit more mellow, but Tiny Little Fires, I guess, is a single. I didn't actually hear that one before this, but that was cool. That one's actually written by Jennings. Most of these songs were written by Morse, and I guess DiVirgilio wrote a couple of these, looks like, and Jennings wrote 3 of the tunes on here. But anyway, that's one of Jennings, is that Tiny Little Fires one. And in case anybody doesn't know who Ross Jennings is, he sings for a band, Haken. That's how I know him. Fairly newer prog rock band, or actually really good. A lot heavier than anything these other 2 guys have ever done. In case you're not familiar with, Nick and Neil, they were in Spock's Beard for a while together. Nick's doing Big Train now, and probably one of the best drummers in the world, quite honestly. But pretty cool stuff. But anyway, back to the songs on this release. Right Where You Should Be is actually another cool little upbeat song. It's a good positive message, a lot of positive messages on here. And the Weary One is probably the slowest song on the whole album. That's another Neil one. And 5 is where things get a little bit strange. This is where we get into like rock, progressive, almost sounds like it could have been a song out of some weird musical, combined with maybe some of the progressive stuff that Neil's done on his own. I don't know. With a whole lot of talk box going on in it. It was like a sore thumb for me, and this album, I didn't really care for it, quite honestly, that much. And the one thing that kind of held it all together was the fact that it had some really cool 3-part harmonies, which all these songs are like amazing. Like you can't deny the fact that the singing in all these is like pitch perfect. I don't know how they do it. These guys' voices like blend together perfectly, and it's kind of funny. They've never actually performed all together at the same time. They all did the stuff separately, and it's kind of cool how they actually worked it all out. But anyway, that one just kind of was kind of weird. And then I'm Not Afraid was also a little strange, but it wasn't quite as. It started out just like any old acoustic song, and then kind of ventured down some more proggy type stuff just a little bit, and then it gets kind of back on track again with Weighs Me Down and Walking on Water, which were 2 of the more, I don't know, better written songs on the album. But it ends with Anywhere the Wind Blows, which I guess was a single, which I didn't hear either. And that one is probably the best song on the whole album. It starts with a great one, ends with a great one, and really like those 2 songs the best. It's hard for me to pick which one was my favorite there, but those are really good songs. And then if you get the bonus one like I did, there's a couple extra songs. There's Right Where You Should Be, the alternative version, which has Ross singing that one instead. And I actually think I like that version better than the one Neil sang. He's got a really good voice. I mean, it's a really good voice. It's hard to believe he sings all that heavy stuff in that other band, Haken, that he's in, but he does this great. It's I don't know. I don't like, cut on Neil or anything like that, but I really liked his version better. And then it ends with the Weary One without all the extra orchestral stuff in it, which actually I think I preferred that version better as well. Just seemed like more intimate and more like what I was hoping the rest of this album will be, it's kind of more like the original, or the first album, I should say the original, but the first one they did. So anyway, pretty cool. I definitely would recommend this one. If you like the first one, you're gonna like this one. All aside from that one song, "Mama," I thought it was a really, really strong album. And the only weak thing I could say about this is, Neil. I don't want to like bust on him too much, but sometimes the lyrics get a little bit, I don't know, weak. I'm not going to say too much bad about it because the melodies, the songs, the performance, the vocals, perfect. Sometimes I just wish the lyrics weren't so like, yeah, I don't know how to say it, just weak. I'll say weak. But other than that, great album. I would rate it probably 9 out of 10. It was really good. So, and as always, I welcome all the comments and everything that you guys want to leave. Things been going along pretty cool. I really enjoy the back and forth with a lot of you guys out there. And as always, like, share, subscribe, just to keep this type of stuff alive and out there. And more people know about it, the better, I guess. So anyway, talk to you in the next one. See you.